Okay, so this one is going to be a tougher subject. Everybody is probably very familiar with this one. Matthew chapter 7. Uh, I'm going to start with verse 1. Judge not that ye be not judged, for with that judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with that measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Okay. So, in all basics, we all know this philosophy, and a lot of people tend to just stick with this part. Saying you're not allowed to judge people, which is not true. It is not. We are being told, be careful how we judge people. There is a difference between just outright judging someone, which is where this is the context is, if you just read that, just outright judging someone, and discerning a moment with someone or a situation with someone. Discernment is a form of judgment. Yeah, you have to judge the character of the person. You need to be able to test the spirit. You need to be able to see the fruits of the person. So that is a form of judgment. You just need to be careful how you're judging these people because it can fall back on you the way you're judging them, especially if you're doing the same things or worse in secret, hiding it, lying about it, and all that stuff. Okay? So it's talking about you're trying to correct someone that's actually a believer. It's not telling you it's not telling you someone is literally getting in your face, threatening your life, throwing stuff at you, just foul mouth and everything. It's not telling you you cannot judge them. You already know these people, those types of people, you need to just walk away from and let them melt in their own spew. Okay? That they've heard the message, they're rejecting it. Walk away. That's that. But this whole thing, you put it all together, and that's not what's being talked about. What's being talked about is judge not that ye be not judged, because you're judging another believer. That's what this is about, this whole thing right here. We're to discern that some people are just too toxic for us and do not belong in our life. But if we're trying to correct another believer, a brother or sister in Christ, say they're what is a good example that's not going to go overboard? Swearing. I'll just go with cussing and swearing. Okay. Yeah. So this person, you guys go to church together, you hang out, whatever, and then one night, this person just something gets them upset, and they start, expressing themselves verbally, and you're telling them they shouldn't be doing that because that's not very Christian like. But yet you probably do it too when you get angry. uh just because nobody can see it doesn't mean you're not doing it yourself. Okay, so that's kind of basically, if you're not correcting yourself and getting yourself straightened out first, don't try to straighten out your brother that has a similar issue, or that's going out and doing something and you're doing something similar or worse and nobody knows about it. Okay, so that's basically what that is. This ties into it somehow. I forgot how it ties into it. Someone explained it so well. It just seems like it's so out of place throughout all of this, and people just go and interpret it, that he's starting to talk about a new subject, which is possible. Um, and basically, it's like you've cleaned yourself up already. Okay, you've got your life straightened out, and you're trying to help somebody that just absolutely does not want to be helped. They'll take advantage of your help, but they have no intent of changing their ways. And they'll show it. They'll definitely show it. So, perfect example, say you have a friend in need. Say they're out on their luck and they need a place to stay. Okay. They're they're kind of halfway in, halfway out. Yeah, I believe in God, but not in that way. Okay. So you want to take them in and kind of show them, well, this is, the kind of life a, a true Christian, because you're already cleaned up, you're understanding, you're doing the full walk. Okay. You're understanding, and you want to show them that this is how the life is. Try to get them to understand. You invite them in to your life to show them that, and they're getting stuff out of it. Like maybe you take them into your house, set up their family so they can get back on their feet, or you're just constantly giving them funds to help them pay for whatever it is, but they have no intentions of fixing their situation. Eventually, that is going to make you into that pearls, and the swine is going to trample on you, crush you up, and spit you out or go out the other end, because they're dragging you down with them. They have, I mean, there's a point when you're going to have to realize they have no intentions of making any changes. Dogs have habits they will never change unless you absolutely grill them through a training process, but they still tend to go back to certain things that they will never stop doing, as well as swine. They, in their nature, to cool off, they will rub around and swim and sleep in mud. They will eat anything that is thrown into their slop. So yeah, that's the only way I think it can tie into that, is that you've already, after all of this, you've already cleaned out yourself and you're trying to help somebody that's absolutely refusing to take that beam out of their eye themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Um, if anybody else has a better idea of how to tie this in together with that, feel free to post, because this is a tricky one, because it does kind of sound like he is starting off with a totally new subject, but if you kind of look at it in the way where it's like this is you after you've taken the beam out of your eye and you're still trying to help somebody else, it's, you know, kind of on the fence with things. Yeah. Okay. And we'll begin again with Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 in the next video.